It seemed kind of weird when Joel told me that I got to bring headsets down here. And I said, why? He said, because we need microphones. I said, well, I have microphones.
It's your world tonight.
Okay. Actually, I think it was your world and your team's world in the third period. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you. I thought it was a great hockey game with two great hockey teams, and thought we had the better of the first period. I thought they had the better of the second period, and then we pushed pretty hard in the third, and we played really well through the neutral zone. I thought our pace was better. I thought our desire to go north was a little bit more consistent, and it caused us a couple things. Gave us the opportunity to generate more offense, but it also generated a couple power play chances for us, which we were lacking there in the second period. They were bringing it to us, and we were playing reactionary instead of anticipatory, and so it gave us the power play advantage, and obviously Schlanger buries the second one, and then absolute huge one from Janty. He takes a penalty early on in the game, and he's able to go out and redeem himself, and that's what good players do. Really proud of him.
Yeah, it was. I called the first 3 or 4 minutes, almost 5 minutes of the third period, kind of discombobulated. There were weird bounces off the glass, the dashboards. Some guys were kind of fanning.
Those are called icebox bounces.
Yes,
you should know that better than anybody, right?
Exactly. But they were going for both teams, not just us. And then all of a sudden, things just settled. That play that Schlein scored on, I think it was Hunter Anderson that fed it across. Was that something that you guys drew up, or was it just reactionary from those guys with the way the play kind of unfolded for them?
No, they know where their puck support areas are, and Ando and Schlanger are two very intelligent players, obviously. They played together for a long time, long before they were here in Lincoln together, and they seem to have a little bit of understanding of where the other's going, but they also know that that's an option, and getting the puck to that space is going to generate a one-timer, and Schlanger didn't hesitate to get it off. It was a big goal for us.
As the game progressed, you guys fell behind in the second period. You said they kind of had a little bit more of a push. What made them successful on those two power plays?
The first one we failed to get a block. The second one they got lucky and it bounced off of our net front D and in the net. And they generated the one timer. They won the face-off. They generated the one timer. There's no luck about that. But obviously the lucky bounce happens generally when you earn it. They earned it in that case. So for us, we have some things that we need to clean up there. I did actually think the results weren't always there on the PK, but I thought our PK was pretty good tonight. So a couple things that we'll take a look at and see if we can brush up for tomorrow night.
The one thing that I noticed throughout the game, I thought Sioux City did a nice job in the face-off circle. If they didn't win it clean, there was always a good stick battle in the circle. They seemed to come away with a few more until later in the game. What changed there? Just effort and attitude, or was there something else?
Our face-off details are generally there. Our face-off compete level at times throughout the course of the year has been inconsistent, and Sioux City understands the value of generating chances on their offensive zone face-offs, and they're able to win those, and they can get right into a one-timer situation. So certainly we can be a little harder on the dot, but it's not just the center that needs to take responsibility. Our wingers have to do a little bit of a better job getting behind the heels so that we can help with second and third chance wins.
They played 2 games earlier this week. That's a lot of minutes on the legs. It's also not an excuse, and I can guarantee you take it right now in that locker room, that's not an excuse for those guys. Did you feel coming in that was going to be an advantage for you, or it's playoff hockey, man, everybody's going to go till the tank is completely empty?
I didn't feel like tonight it would be an advantage, no. I don't even really feel like they had to play much on Tuesday. They won 7 rip, and Fargo didn't give up much of an effort, so they kind of got a freebie on that one. But when you're coming off a series win with a team as good as they are and as confident as they are, they're going to be able to generate a lot of momentum coming into the next series. And I knew that they were going to bring that tonight. And we talked to our guys about it. I thought we managed it pretty well, and I don't see if they're going to run out of energy. I don't. That's certainly not going to be my plan. We're going to have to outwork them right to the end of the series because I think they're conditioned, they're prepared, they're ready to play.
Once you're in the playoffs, it's do or die. you can't have a 24-hour rule because you're playing 22 hours later. Do the guys enjoy this for 5-10 minutes after the game and then start focusing on what they need to improve on for tomorrow, or are you going to start focusing first thing in the morning?
Because game 63 was just as important as the first 62, the message for all the guys after every win was enjoy it, because it's really hard to win in this league. And then once you walk up the steps and you walk out, then we refocus on what we have to do tomorrow.
What do you guys have to do tomorrow to get a win and a 2-0 advantage in the series?
We understand that they're going to push hard. We need to continue to embrace our identity. We need to play with a lot of pace. We need to put pucks behind guys, get our forecheck going a little bit, and it'd be nice if we could generate a little bit more offense. I thought both teams were excellent defensively, blocking pucks, keeping things on the perimeter. But if we can get to the inside ice, which is kind of cliche, but if we can get to the inside of the ice and generate some offense, hopefully we can get some more chances.
It's easy for me to sit up top and say, that guy played well, that guy played well. I don't know the game anywhere near as well as you do. Give me a couple of guys tonight, 3 or 4 if you want to, that stepped up and played a game you expected them to, or maybe you didn't, and played a lot better.
I thought Ethan Weber was outstanding tonight. He defended in all areas of the ice. He was able to advance pucks. He got some pucks to the net. I thought the same thing with Etienne Lessard. I thought he played really well tonight. And then up front, guys that maybe don't show up on the score sheet, but I thought Alex Pelletier is just a guy we can rely on to do things that are necessary. Wayne Lumer's a guy that we can rely on. Julian, those are the guys that, they're out eating heavy minutes, and maybe they're not on the sheet, but if they're not doing those things, then we're not getting offensive opportunities with some of our other lines. Thank you.